Okay, let's keep the ball rolling. That's exactly what we're going to do with the sunshine, low humidity levels, and a light wind today, and that's going to carry over throughout much of the weekend. And this view, there isn't a cloud in sight. Looking north out of Grand Rapids, like to see that traffic moving pretty smooth. We'll see what happens later tomorrow when a lot of people start heading north more consistently to check out the cottages. Okay, right now you can see we're zooming out a little bit, and Grand River, which is still swollen. You can check out the latest on Bill's blog in terms of how much more. I believe there's about 1.5 times more water flowing through the Grand River right now, as we've had quite a wet spring so far. I believe we're about 4 inches above average for this year. So water levels up a little bit. How about Muskegon Lake? Again, no clouds in this view. Wind coming onshore. Very typical when you have high pressure right overhead. Temperature currently 66 degrees in Grand Rapids, 64 Kalamazoo. If you're right at the beach, it's going to stay in the 50s today, and we're a little bit warmer than yesterday at the same time. So I actually bumped up temperatures a little bit for daytime highs. I think we'll reach the low in a few areas, mid-70s. Here's the latest on the wind. Once again, a very light wind. With that area of high pressure right overhead, we're looking at fantastic conditions. Northwest, only 3-mile-an-hour wind in Grand Rapids, west and Kalamazoo, even calm in a couple spots, Hillsdale, Sturgis. Along the lakeshore, that wind will come in a little bit, and that's going to cool things off a tad. I'd say about 5 miles within the lakeshore. High pressure, bam, right overhead, putting its stamp on the weather, clearing out the clouds. If you move a little bit further east in Ontario, and actually, eastern Ontario over to Quebec and even upstate New York, a few more clouds and some instability showers, but our air is just too dry, and that's going to keep us dry right on through this upcoming weekend. Here's the latest in the Futurecast. There's that wind out of the west today. Just gorgeous conditions all around. Maybe a few fair weather clouds here and there this afternoon to peak heating. Expanding the view a little bit, and you can see off to the south of us, this is what I'm watching for this weekend. Now, earlier in the week, some of the forecast models actually brought this system into the lower Great Lakes in the form of rain. What I think is going to happen later on Friday into early Saturday will be close enough that we'll see the northern fringe of the cloud shield just making into southern lower Michigan. So late Friday and also into early Saturday, we probably won't see as much sunshine as we're going to see today. Notice the rain comes up in about central Ohio River Valley, and then it's going to continue its march to the east. So we'll stay dry, and as a matter of fact, we'll stay dry, I think, right on through Monday and even most of Tuesday. Next chance of rain will be later on Tuesday, and again, it's just a chance with a scattered shower or thunderstorm. I think a greater threat of rain will be Wednesday and the Thursday time frame, but look at those temperatures, mid-70s pretty much right on through this upcoming weekend, and many of us will see, at least away from the lakeshore, our first 80s for May. We had a couple 80s in April, but we haven't done that yet so far this May, and a good chance of doing that next week before we close out the month.
Yeah, that looks like perfect golfing weather.
It does.
Absolutely.
Good idea.
Good idea. Thanks, Matt.